Okay. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It's not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self seeking. It's not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongdoings. Love doesn't delight in evil, but it rejoices in the truth. It always protects. It always trusts. It always hopes. It always perseveres. Love never fails. Good morning, everybody. I am Kuan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. Right now, things are changing in this 3D and in our solar system. And we're moving to a higher vibration and frequency of love. Okay. And you and your situation, you're a part of that. Matter of fact, what you're going through right now represents a much larger change that is happening. And the resistance that whoever this masculine I'm picking up on in this reading is having against this change is happening on a much grander, larger scale of resistance to change, to emergence, a new childlike wonderment, accepting a new way of thinking and feeling and acting and being, a new way of doing things. You understand? It's resistance. And the reason it's resistance to it, because when you have a spoiled child that has been spoiled and never told no since they were born, and that child gets to about 22 years old, and then they go out here in the world and people start to tell them no, that child is going to throw a tantrum even in their grown big body. That child or adult, they're going to throw a tantrum because they've been conditioned and spoiled to a certain way of thinking and a certain way of being for a very long time. And they're going to resist it. And they're going to find themselves in trouble with the law. They're going to be hauled off to jail. A whole grown adult will be laying on the floor in public places throwing tantrums because no one ever told them no. You understand? They're going to resist something that's not normal because they don't know how else to react to it. This is not how this goes. This is how this goes. And this is how this is supposed to go. You understand? So it's like the microcosmic and the macro. You understand? Something is happening in your life personally, but it's also playing out on a much larger, grander scale. You understand? With the collective consciousness of the souls in masculine and feminine bodies. Okay? There's somebody here that in your past, they knew that your energy was divine and golden and angelic. And this is somebody that knows how to alchemize energy to manifest abundance using your energy. Okay, whoever this energy I'm picking up on. But the problem is this person, in order to be with and obtain you, in order to access your energy, they would have to live a disciplined lifestyle. That means they can't just do whatever they want to do. That means they cannot just simply provide you like an animal with food and shelter and discard you. Look, I've given you a stable to live in and there's plenty of hay in here. Okay, give me your energy and I'm going to take off. And whenever I need your energy, I'll come back and get it. Look, you have a stable and hay. You understand? This is someone that wanted to treat you like you were an actual battery. But the problem is the type of energy that you have, they can't get that energy from another woman. You understand? They have to deal with possibly 20, 30, maybe 50. They have to deal in a cult with a whole bunch of women to add up to the energy that you possess. And the problem with that is even still, it's not enough. all their energy put together still does not equal your golden energy for manifesting. This person, they wanted to have you on their payroll. They wanted to have access to you, to energy harvest from you, and then discard you. And that's not the way you work, and that's not how this is supposed to go and how it's going to go. We were designed in this type of a way so that when a woman completes her shadow work and she's operating in a very high frequency, and her thoughts are in alignment and they're balanced, and she has balanced her masculine and feminine energy, and she operates in the highest vibration of love. Because of the frequency of the thoughts that she has, it causes the type of energy that's cultivated inside of her sacral chakra to be of a very high quality, golden. It causes the type of energy in her spiritual body to allow her to manifest a lot of wealth and abundance. She can touch things and turn them into gold. Okay. But you have to have a certain mindset to have that kind of energy. And you can't intertwine that energy with just anybody because it'll pollute it. It's like taking a car, not even a car. It's like taking from that Jetsons cartoon back in the day, a spaceship that runs off of hydrogen. Let's say there's a spaceship and it runs off of hydrogen, and then you still have cars that run off of gasoline. It's like I've run out of hydrogen to put in the spaceship. Just add some gasoline to it. And no, it will completely lock up the engine. You understand? Or a very, 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 very high quality gasoline because your vehicle is very complicated. You understand? Your blood vessels, your nervous system, the way your body works, your light body, your physical body, your mindset, all of it works together. You're very complicated, whoever you are. So everybody can't have access to your energy because if they taint your energy, it'll throw it off. And the type of lifestyle this masculine wanted to live, he would have tainted your energy. You understand? Because he loves prostitutes, okay? Or he likes prostitute type energies because, they're not going to nag you about anything. They're not going to bother you about who else you're sleeping with. They're not going to put any rules or restrictions on you. Just all a prostitute cares about is that you give them their money and their needs are met. A prostitute doesn't want an emotional bond, or a prostitute doesn't care whether or not you respect them. A prostitute wants you to just pay them. You understand? A prostitute you don't have to emotionally invest in. You understand? And this has been playing out on a much larger scale, enforcing the feminine energy on the feminine energy on the planet into an energy of prostitution. In other words, as long as I provide you with food and shelter like an animal, I don't have to emotionally bond with you. I don't have to respect you. I don't have to do anything. I just have to provide you the basic necessities and you give me your energy. That's been playing out on a grand scale for so long, and people have gotten spoiled by that, being able to do whatever they want, lacking structure and discipline, not having to have any discipline, and being able to do whatever they want and get away with whatever they want, not having to do any emotional labor or work that they've got set in their ways. And it's like it's resistance to change. But God intended it to happen this way because now you're restricted from getting this type of energy unless you discipline yourself to force yourself to develop your feminine energy, your empathy, compassion, emotional intelligence, the creative side of your brain. You have to come out of that strictly left brain thinking, or you don't get access to this energy anymore. And the reason is the only way the love frequency on the planet is going to take effect and start raising the vibration of the whole collective of the planet is if all of us start to evolve, meaning balancing our masculine and feminine energy. And we're being forced to do it. And that's why there's resistance, because some have been spoiled, like a spoiled child that's throwing a big tantrum. So, whoever this energy is, they don't understand. In order for your energy to be the type of quality that it is and the level of purity that you have, whereby you can manifest so much from it, your energy has to be kept pure and clean. Do you understand? But they want to be able to use you like some kind of prostitute and dirty up your energy. So, how does that work? It's a contradiction. It's a contradiction. I want what your pure energy can do, but I don't want to do what I have to do to maintain its integrity, and to keep it pure, so it can function. It's an oxymoron. Somebody's an idiot because they don't understand your energy and your purity. The integrity has to be maintained, and the only way the integrity of your purity and energy can be maintained, to be used the way it's supposed to be used, is if you are with your equal. If you're yoked with someone that's healed just like you are, your energy, you cannot be with someone that is toxic. And this person, instead of doing the work spiritually to heal themselves, to respect you, to balance their dark and light energy, to have more emotional intelligence, love, empathy, compassion, instead of doing the work, it was much easier to get instant gratification with prostitutes. So, yes, they tried it because they knew that you would not allow them to dog you out, and treat you like a prostitute. Okay. They started attacking you, your stability, and your love life. And they were using a whole bunch of prostitute energies that were doing a whole bunch of candle and fire spell work on you. Okay. And this is all their reaction to your refusal, to allow them to use your energy and discard you. And I know y'all are not confused. Those of you that have this manifestation, this energy, that's golden, that these people have been trying to take and harness from you, the only person that's supposed to have access to that energy is you or your husband or wife. You understand? And whoever you are, oh, I got the hiccups. Whoever you are, you have enough wisdom and discretion and discernment not to marry anybody that is not a match for you. You understand? That's not a provider. That's not going to do what they're supposed to do. That lacks the discipline that it takes to be in a relationship with someone like you. That does not have control over their sexual energy, which means you don't have control over your mind. If you don't have control over your mind, that means that you are going to make bad decisions that are unbalanced. You're going to make decisions out of ego instead of practicality. You're not going to have a balanced ego, so you're not going to have a clear perspective. You're going to be a bad decision maker when it comes to money, when it comes to discernment with people, when it comes to your sexual energy. You don't have control over your mind. You don't have, that means you're not going to have good boundaries with people, places, and things. That means you're not going to, you might have an overactive heart chakra with the wrong people, which might expose whoever you are and put you in danger. Whoever you are, you're not going to marry and be in a relationship with somebody that's going to put you in danger. You understand? You need somebody that is your match, that will protect you. Why? Because you're a being of love. And what does love do? Love protects. Love protects you physically. Love protects you emotionally, okay? Mentally, spiritually, energetically. You protect each other. You understand? Love always protects. Remember that. I'm going to get a t-shirt. I'm going to make me a t-shirt that says that. Love always protects. We talked about this yesterday, because there's some people in relationships with people that talk behind their back, and in marriages with people that talk behind their back to other people, and tell them their business, about what they're going through financially, but in a negative way, not someone you're really close to that you trust that's trying to help, but in a negative way. You talk about your husband or your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, and you discuss, negative things about them, which with other men and other women that put them in a vulnerable position. You're not emotionally protecting them. You're spilling their secrets out to outsiders and to their enemies and to other people that will have something over their head. That's not love. Because love, remember, love always protects. If you don't remember nothing else, remember love protects. So if you're in a family relationship, a friendship, or a love connection with someone, and they're gossiping about you with another, and open you up, telling your secrets to other people, they don't love you, because love always protects you. Remember that. Love always protects. You're protective of the person. You don't want them. You don't want to give people information about someone, so they'll know how to attack you, or what your vulnerable positions are in life. And you have to question your friendships and family members and love interests if they do put you in this situation, to tell people your business or tell people what's going on. Love always protects. Okay. So whoever this person is, they would not protect you. You understand? Emotionally, physically, financially, they wanted to drain your energy. Whoever you are, you have enough discernment that you would not marry someone or get in a serious committed relationship with someone that does not love you. Because a person that does not love you does not have your best interest in mind. That means they just want to use you. That means the way God intended in a marriage, when a man and woman come together, if you're both healed, yes, he's supposed to be able to utilize your energy, okay, your high vibrational energy, to manifest things in the physical. See, as a woman, you are the spiritual manifester, okay, and he's the physical manifester. You understand? As a woman, you embody the divine feminine energy. Divine feminine energy, it's not things you can see with the naked eye. It's the things that you do and that you nourish with the spirit, with your advice, okay, with your mindset, which influences the man that you share a bed with. Whoever you're having sex with and laying down with, uh, they're the way that you think and your mindset influences them on a subconscious level. Okay. So the fact that you're having an influence spiritually on the person that you're married to, it's going to depend on how you think. Are you emotionally codependent to the opinions of others? Are you in need of validation? Do you have low self-esteem? Do you spend money out of ego instead of practicality? Are you a financial curse or disaster? Do you make bad decisions? Because if you do, you're going to influence the man you're married to also make foolish decisions, in how you move, if you're not a healed woman. You understand? So whoever this person is from your past, they didn't want to do the work, and they did not want to make you a marriage or a love offer, because it would require them. They wouldn't be able to be a spoiled child and date whoever they want to date and sleep with prostitutes, and still have access to your energy, because they could not. You were too independent for them. Okay, you're too independent for them, and they couldn't get your energy the way they get these prostitutes' energy. They couldn't treat you like a prostitute. So they became angry and they started trying to attack your love life and your stability, to force you into a position where you wouldn't be so independent, so that you'd be forced to take an offer from them. They've been attacking you, attacking you, attacking you, and they were warned and they were warned and they were warned and they were warned. Stop. You have to heal. You have to come at this person healed the right way. And then whatever, if they do accept an offer, their energy is for you to manifest for them and your family with them, not for you to go splurge so you can live a life of self-indulgence on your own. That's not what a woman's energy is for. That's why I said what's happening to whoever you are is also happening on a larger scale. Because with the sex trafficking and a patriarchal society, uh, even though the men were required to provide you with the same thing you would provide to an animal, okay? You got to feed your animal and give it a roof over its head. You can give them the bare minimum, but then you can go out and do whatever you want. You can sleep with whoever you want. You could start a whole nother family. You could abandon them, come back to them as many times as you want. That's your animal. You could treat it like you want. You understand? And I love that. I could use your energy. I could provide you the bare minimum when I get tired of you, and I could go around, start other families. I could bring a second wife in. I could bring a second and third wife into the home, depending on your culture. You know, I can do it and do the bare minimum for you, but I could always keep using your energy. I can always come back to you because this is a patriarchal society and you're like an animal of mine. This is happening on a larger scale, where now you have to actually mentally connect or you won't have access to the energy. And that's why there's this level of resistance going on, because a lot of men were spoiled rotten during this patriarchy. They were spoiled rotten, and it's a shock. It's a shock. What do you mean? What do you mean I can't have access to your energy by providing you with a roof over your head and food? That's all I should have to give you. No, you're an object that I want to drain your energy, and then live a life of self-indulgence. And a lot of marriages were set up like that. A lot of marriages were set up in the past and in the olden days where they still got to live a selfish life of self-indulgence, even married. Because as soon as you turn 25 and you're old, you know, you're an old lady at 25, or you have the first baby. Okay, I get to use your energy for the rest of my life. And if I want to breadcrumb you, I already purchased you. I got you for life. Now I'm going to use your energy to go out here and live a life of self-indulgence with other women and do whatever I want and do the bare minimum for you and my children. And you know, that's the same thing going on here. You understand? It allowed them to be able to live a life of self-indulgence off of your energy, even if they were married to you, doing the bare minimum for you and your children and your family. So you understand, in modern day, right now, today, because of the shift that has happened, it's a hard adjustment. It's a shock. It's a shock that this cannot be done on a mass scale anymore. It's a shock that I can't brainwash you or convince you that this is what you want to sign up for, get married, have children, and by the age of 25 be discarded, devalued, and be a battery to my husband and children for the rest of my life, while you live a life of self-indulgence and have access to utilize my energy. It's a shock that people are not lining up and signing up for this anymore. You expect me to treat you the same way I treated you at the age of 22, at the age of 44? You expect the same respect? You expect the same love, the same amount of attention? You expect all these things? You expect me to pretend that I love you and be in the same energy? Don't you know the energy I was giving you was based off of what you look like at 22? You understand? That's how far my loyalty and interest in a relationship went. It wasn't that deep, but I mirrored to you that it was, you know, because I did whatever I had to do in my logical mind to get you, because I liked how you looked when you were 21 and 22. You understand? So it's happening on a grand scale. What you're seeing with the violence, okay, and people losing their minds, is it's a reaction. It's a reaction to something that's shocking, to something. It's a resistance to change. What you're seeing is a huge resistance to change. What do you mean? I don't understand. I have to work on myself. No, 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 no. Look, I have money. I have money here. Yeah, I know, but I have money too, and I can pay my bills. You understand? If you want this energy, and the energy was obtained in the past through marriage, and that energy was obtained in the past through sex trafficking. Sex trafficking. But right now, there's a rebalancing going on. So this is what's happening in your life too. This man was warned over and 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 over again. You're doing this the wrong way. You're going after this divine feminine so that you can hurt her in order to, you want to put her in a vulnerable position to get her energy, but you're going to dirty her energy up. You're going to mess up her energy, and you're not going to be able to get what you want out of it. The reason her energy is golden is because of her level of purity. Now, what you want to go do is connect with her so that you can treat her like a prostitute and muck up her energy. The reason you want her energy, and it is what it is because of the level of purity that it is. Because she's not with a man that's sleeping with a whole bunch of women that are unhealed, that have all kind of entity attachments and demons that they're fighting and struggling with, that latch on to you, okay, that you will bring back to her to try to trigger her. See, when you sleep with and cheat on your spouse, your husband or wife, with someone else that's unhealed, and those people that they're sleeping with are also unhealed. Those people that are unhealed have demons, and those demons are aspects of our character that need to be balanced between the dark and light energy. This has to do with fear and love. Dark and light energy is simply fear and love. Okay. Fear means low self esteem, fear of rejection, emotional fear, fear of a lack of stability, fear of rejection, a lot of things. Okay. When you're dealing with people that are dealing with a lot of demons, insecurities that have to do with fear, they are not in the energy of healing and reflection. They're in the energy of projection. And when these people are in the energy of projection, what they do is they tend to project their insecurities onto other people. So you have a wife or a husband cheating on you and sleeping with someone that's not healed. This person is going to be projecting onto your husband or wife and triggering whatever their insecurities are or have been. And because they're triggered, now they're going to project onto you certain things. Their behavior is going to change because now their energy is being tainted by the person they're cheating on you with, because they feel insecure because they're sleeping with someone unhealed. So you don't know where this energy is coming from, where they're saying things to try to trigger you and to try to make you feel insecure, because now they're in the energy of fear. And whoever they're cheating on you with, that person is sleeping with other unhealed people that also are projecting onto them because they're not in the energy of reflection and healing. They're also projectors, and they are agitating wounds and triggering their insecurities. So you got all these people, never mind sexually transmitted diseases. We're talking about these spiritually transmitted diseases of people that are unhealed, that trigger people's wounds and insecurities. And all that projection of negative energy going through all these people is what causes the entity attachments and demons to connect. And that's how your energy gets tainted up, because now, because your husband or wife's energy is tainted up and dirty, they're saying things to you and arguing with you about things that you're not familiar with, that you don't know where it's coming from. Where's it coming from all of a sudden? This extra energy is coming from somewhere. All that extra energy that you're suddenly getting, it's coming from somewhere. You have, your spirit is off. It's something about your spirit, and you don't even have to sexually cheat. You can be emotionally cheating. You could be spending too much time and not having enough boundaries emotionally with someone you're spending time with that's not your husband or wife. You understand? And that person could be triggering you. And then you come home with the wrong spirit, and you come home with a different type of spirit that is unrecognizable or that's not familiar to your husband or wife, and they know you're not yourself, and it's causing an imbalance. It's causing an imbalance in the temperance in your home, to the balance in your home, to the energy in your household. You understand? So your energy has to be kept pure. Even if you're married or in a serious relationship, you have to have good boundaries sexually and emotionally with people you come in contact with. You have to have good boundaries, because if they're throwing your energy off, you can throw your own energy in your relationship off too. You can't emotionally cheat with others or physically, because it's going to taint the person's energy you're with, especially if you have a pure, especially if what you all have is a level of purity in your relationship and you're happy and y'all don't have certain issues going on with y'all. You have to protect and have good boundaries with outside people. So, whoever this person is, they waged a war against you, and they wouldn't stop. They were warned to stop. Growth in the reverse. Right now, they're desperate and they're wanting to come toward you to make you an offer, because now they're on their last leg. Now they're about to lose everything. This person's about to go into straight poverty. Everything in their life is falling apart because, yes, they tried it. They wouldn't stop trying to find a way to get your energy without having to actually do the work to heal themselves. They didn't want to have discipline. They didn't want to discipline their sexual energy. They wanted to be able to do whatever they want, and still have access to use your energy and use you like an animal. And they don't doubt that you are who God said you are. Whoever this person is, they know you have a lot of courage. They tried to make you sick using candle, fire, and spell work, with health in the reverse and illness in the reverse. They were doing spell work with these prostitutes on you, hoping you would get sick and you wouldn't be able to work, and that they would come rescue you, and then you'll take some breadcrumbing offer from them, and forever open your legs and give them access to your energy so they can live a selfish life of self-indulgence. You understand? This person hasn't grown, but right now they're completely in the red, and everything in their life is falling apart. They thought This person thought that they were going to, if they were persistent in attacking you, eventually they would cause you to collapse, and they would be able, they tried to force you. This person tried to force themselves on you and force themselves into your life. They refused to do the work and they refused to change. They wanted to keep things patriarchal. They wanted to force you and to keep things patriarchal. They tried to lead a rebellion, is what I'm hearing. So whoever this energy is, they literally tried to lead a rebellion. This is spiritual, y'all. This is a fight against love. Do you understand? This is literally a fight against love. Love has to do with embodying empathy and compassion and love for yourself. Love for yourself, universal love. Love for yourself first and then love for others, you know, and the evolution of love, raising the vibration back to bring us all collectively to a higher vibration. This is a fight against love because you can't access love of the highest vibration operating out of a strictly left brain type of functioning and thinking. You have to balance your left and right brain. You have to balance your masculine and feminine energy to be able to open up your heart chakra and balance it so that balanced love can emanate from your heart. And then the higher chakras can be activated. That you can't get in alignment until love is flowing and pouring through your heart. Love with discernment now. I didn't say have an overactive heart chakra. I said love with discernment. You understand? This is a fight against love. They want you to stay disconnected. Like, you know, when you're connecting speakers, in order to make it work, everything has to be connected properly. You understand? In order for it to work properly, coherence, the frequency of the mind has to match the frequency of your heart, a balanced heart chakra. You understand? It's like plugging speakers in. Do you understand? Your crown chakra, it has to be plugged in to your heart chakra, and it has to be plugged in to your sacral and root chakra. All of them have to connect properly. You understand? Your sexual energy cannot, that plug can't be disconnected. Your sacral and root chakra can't be disconnected from your heart and from your mind. Because then that means you're operating out of a strictly left brain thinking. You understand? You can't experience a certain level of passion with your sex. what's the word I'm thinking of? You can't really, because you see sex as a tool that you need only to get things that you need out of survival. You don't connect, you don't have a connection with sex that's connected to real love or to a mental connection with somebody. They want you operating like a prostitute. They want you to think of your sexual energy as something that's only supposed to be operated with your like a prostitute. But they don't realize, in order to make your body function correctly in some real tantric sex where your minds have connected and your heart has connected, and then your sacral and root chakra is connected as well, and you're connecting this energy with someone else whose heart, mind, and sacral and root chakra is all connected. There's something between the two of you, that energy connecting and both of you being healed, that can manifest billions of dollars, abundance, prosperity. But they want you to function with your sexual energy completely disconnected from your heart and your mind. Like it's a tool that you carry in your wallet or your purse that you just exchange for goods. And that's not how you're supposed to operate. A lot of people that experience trauma from sexual abuse or other kinds of abuse, emotional abuse, narcissistic abuse, or even experience traumatic poverty, and lack, they end up in this type of energy where they only see their sexual energy as something to be utilized to obtain out of survival money, food, and shelter. That's how women have been treated since the dawn of time. Not to connect their heart and mind to the root and sacral. This is a tool that you have to use to survive. And that's because it was forced on us in a patriarchal society. And that's where you get women that operate only with the masculine mind. It's out of survival. But right now, we're trying to heal the divine feminine energy, and we're trying to find the connection again by disconnecting and centering ourselves and bringing ourselves into balance and bringing the connection of our heart, our mind, our sacral root, our sexual energy all back together again. And then find a partner that's also connected, their sexual energy is connected to their heart and their mind. And then to come together with someone we're compatible with like that. And that's how we manifest in the highest vibration of love. Okay. So whoever this person is, they couldn't cause you to have bad health. Right now, they're in the danger zone because everything is being destroyed in their life. And now they feel like at the last minute, I have to do things the right way or I'm going to lose it all. They waited until like literally they're about to lose it all to now want to do things the right way overnight. Okay. Tell me about this older woman here, good lady. Tell me about this good lady. This could be an older man or an older woman. Somebody's closed emotionally and completely shut down right now. See, the devil is delusional, of course, and lives in the realm of Delulu. And everybody that is in this demon energy, they're delusional because they engage and indulge in fantasies that appear more real than they actually are. They believe that they can accomplish things that they can't because they're in a matrix and they are not looking through the lens of spiritual eyes, and their third eye is blocked, or what they perceive is off because their perception is off. The third eye is perception. Okay. And they think that if they keep doing the same thing with a reprobate mind over and over again, eventually they're going to get. Okay. So because the type of energy's perception is off, they wait until they're on their deathbed or look like death, when people been telling them for years to get your mind right, to do the healing work, to go within, go a little bit deeper than what's shallow, look a little bit deeper. You need to transform some things in your life. You need to balance some things out. You need to grow up. You need to mature. You need to do things a different way. And they're stubborn because their perception is blocked in their third eye, and they stay they stay doing the same thing because they're stubborn about it. And then after it's too late, that's when they agree to do it because their back is against the wall. Hence, men and women in their 80s that suddenly, okay, finally, I see I can't do what I used to do no more. So I'm available and I'm ready now. And okay, I'm not gonna cheat on you. Boy, if you don't get the hell away from me with your goofy self, you understand? Or even with a woman, you've been telling, look, I understand your looks are getting things for you right now, but beauty's only skin deep. And if you don't start preparing right now, either get you an education or invest into something positive or stop being so shallow, eventually what you're doing is not going to work for you no more. Oh, he always going to take care of me. Oh, he's always, because I think yeah, but it might wear off. You might want to, focus, people always wait until that lack perception, until they've passed the threshold, and they try to do something to the very end. And then when it doesn't work anymore, it's too late. Whoever this person is, it's too late for them. There's an older woman here that is closed emotionally right now. I don't know who this is. She might be under judgment for something. Yep. The King of Cups reverse. This is somebody that's lacks emotional intelligence. That there might be some clarity being provided about something. Someone has to release a burden here. Somebody has to release something because it's too much of a burden to get away with something. I think this might have to do with your energy. Okay. She might have been working with some night type energy. The King of Swords reverse that can't move to calmer waters. So there's an older woman here that is closed emotionally. This woman doesn't know how to regulate her emotions. She might make a lot of stupid decisions. And she might have been reckless in a pursuit of trying to find a way to get your energy for whatever this cult is they belong to. Okay. And right now she's closed emotionally because someone's under judgment. It could be that night energy that could have been working for her. Okay. Whoever this older woman is. What's this about a courtship? Somebody's in their thoughts about you in the future getting into a marriage or a courtship. So somebody was trying to block your love life because they wanted you for them, but not to love you. They wanted you as a human battery so that they could literally just drain your whole sacral chakra until you fill up again while they live off your energy and come back and drain you again. And then they were not going to keep you comfortable. They were not going to take care of you and provide for you on the level that your energy deserves because of the type of energy you have. This is someone that if they could throw you in a corner in a barn somewhere and just put some food in a trough and water and just keep you locked away in a barn, they would do that and come drain your whole energy and then go live in a palace and have an orgy with a whole bunch of women and live the life and go on vacations. And then when the money runs out, come back to you in the barn, pay people to keep an eye on you to make sure you don't escape and make sure you have water and hay because you need to stay alive so they can drain you again. And they was going to come back to the barn, drain you again, and then go back off and live for another few years, flying around the world with women and having a great time off your energy. This is the relationship this person wanted with you. This is the kind of relationship they wanted with you. They're an idiot. The Page of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, a courtship. Somebody might have had a connection with someone. Who's this Page of Pentacles? Someone could be a younger earth sign. Somebody could have something could be at a standstill right now, or someone could be taking another perspective about something. They might be holding a boundary to somebody. They might be holding a boundary with a narcissist right now. Okay. The Emperor, the Nine of Pentacles. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody might be single. Somebody might be single right now. Something might have come, it might be like weighing in the balance. Somebody that might be have taken a new perspective, that might be rebuilding their life, that didn't get what they were expecting. The Three of Wands reversed. Who's this Emperor? What's going on with this Emperor energy? So there's someone here that was a narcissist to you in the past. That was this is another energy here. I picked up on an Emperor energy. Could be any sign, but Emperor is the Aries, um, Leo, Sagittarius. I also picked up on a Capricorn, okay, Sun, Moon, or Rising. They This is another energy. Someone wanted to drain you of your sacral chakra as well, the Eight of Pentacle reverse. But it was too much of a burden. This person might have also participated in doing magic to try to make you lose your stability, maybe even a little bit of hacking you to block you from opportunities financially, to make sure that they would have success in. I mean, this is what I talk about, y'all. This is what I talk about. You don't capture a woman or trap a woman. You connect with a woman, because a woman is a human being with a personality, with her own hopes and dreams and desires, with her own wants and needs, with her own life, her own soul. A woman is a human being that has all the needs that you have, all the thoughts you have. She has them too. She's a human like you. I know that's a hard concept to understand. But a woman actually is a human being just like you are, and has all the thoughts about traveling, discovering, furthering education, sowing their wild oats, so to speak, wanting to get out and see the world and experience things. Her desire is not to be locked up in a house and treated like an animal, or objectified and be a servant to somebody while you go out and live your hopes and dreams. Okay. But these people, somebody here wanted to drain your energy, but it was too much of a burden. They wanted to trap you by controlling how much money that you could make. Do you remember how many of you saw The Handmaid's Tale? How many of y'all in my collective saw The Handmaid's Tale? The series The Handmaid's Tale. Anybody that watched that series The Handmaid's Tale, it's almost like they were panicking because of the birth rate. But also, I feel like it had something to do with having access to the energy that men need to manifest with. And they were panicking because it was too many women that were in the workforce that had free will and that were not choosing them. And they were not happy about this. So the first thing they had to do to secure the future, meaning women to have babies for them and whose energy they could utilize, was to create laws in which women are no longer able to work. Now, all women are being walked off of the jobs. Anybody that watched The Handmaid's Tale saw that all the women were being suddenly in the government. They walked them out of their jobs, and they're like, "Sorry, I didn't know this was going to happen." And they were like, "What is going on? This is crazy." Well, if you don't want to lose your job, you cooperate. And they were telling all the men that were like, "No, we're for women's rights." They were like, "Do you want to lose your job?" So they went along with it. And no women were allowed to have bank accounts. And they were like, now your husband is in charge of you financially again. All these laws were suddenly being put back into place, okay, to secure that women would no longer have free will and a choice and an option, so that so that they could have that energy available to them, that womb available to them again. They literally, in the government, had to make rules and laws. Okay. Does this look or sound familiar right now to what's going on in some governments right now? Does this feel or look familiar at all? I'm just saying, pay attention, y'all. Does it look or feel familiar? So somebody wanted to drain your sacral energy, but it was too much of a burden. There's an emperor energy. This could be an older man, the King of Pentacles reverse, someone that was in some very selfish and distorted energy. What about this person? They were very cold and malicious in their thinking and actions because they wanted the Ten of Pentacles, but they did not. They were unable to gain the Ten of Pentacles. Whatever they were doing to attack your own stability because of your independence. Okay, who's this military person in reverse? This could talk about authority. This just fell in my lap. Someone might have Sagittarius in their chart. Someone's spell work backfired and something was balanced for you. Someone in the military, someone might be in the military. They might have done spell work to make you sick. They were being very destructive. Whoever this military person is, that didn't work either. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into the read. What is the energy crowning the read this morning? What is the energy crowning this read this morning? Somebody is, this is about your energy, baby. Somebody is the wounded warrior. Somebody is stubborn, and they are in their thoughts. They're in their thoughts because they're on their last leg. I'm telling you, it reminds me of an 80-year-old man saying, okay, baby, now you can have me the way you wanted me. I'm ready to submit and treat you with respect like a human now. I'm ready. I feel like I can't do it no more. I've gotten it all out my system and I'm ready for you now. It's like that type energy. Somebody is the wounded warrior about your abundant golden energy here. The Ace of Pentacles, that's talking about your energy. And now they're in their thoughts about coming at you the right way after trying to destroy your life. What happened? What's the obstacle right now? Yeah, 222. I see it in the live right now. Balance. 333 is alignment. Somebody's in their thoughts right now. Okay. The obstacle is you might, you're not taking a risk right now with anyone. Whoever you are, you're protecting your energy. You're in some whoever you are, you're in masculine energy right now. Okay. You are anointed and you're protecting your anointing. The star energy. Whoever you are in masculine energy right now. Okay. It doesn't mean that you're not an empress. It means the energy that you're functioning in right now to protect yourself because of what's been done to you. So whoever you are, you're protecting yourself and you're protecting your energy. Okay. Ain't none of us letting up. We ain't going backwards into no patriarchy. We know what our energy can do and we know how powerful our energy is. And we know how it was being utilized. You know, there are occultists. You know, men love power. And, you know, everything that happens on earth in the 3D, it happens in the heavens. You understand? And occultists understand that how things are set on the spiritual realm is how they'll play out on the physical realm. And because men love power, they didn't want women to know or understand, or most women to understand how important their energy was. Because they need your energy and your light to do certain things on the spiritual realm, to set things in their favor on the physical realm, so that they could have power over money, over people, territory, places, and things. But they don't have the level of power, energy, and light. They get that from the woman. You understand? That's why they don't want you to know how powerful your energy is in helping them maintain power. That's why they have so many occultists and secret societies that try to keep it hidden about how valuable that your energy is to them. Because these men are power hungry and they know that whoever has the power on the spiritual realm is who's going to run things on the physical realm. They have to find a way to get your energy without you knowing how valuable it is, to trap you, to find those women that have the most energy, because they need enough power and light to move around on the spiritual realm and do things. They can't do it on their own because a lot of them can't balance their dark and light energy. So they even though they have the wisdom and the knowledge, they know the occult sciences of how to do things spiritually. They don't have the energy and the power, the battery to fuel what they want to do, and that's why they need the woman. They utilize your energy to manifest the things that they want. That's why they devalue you. Because if you knew how important you are to these men and your energy, then you would require more. You would require more. You would require so much. And they hate the fact that you know that now. They hate the fact that right now you know how valuable your energy is. I don't care about the 1 to 10 scale of what you look like and what you shape like, and well, you only a 7. Well, you know you might be a hard 6. You not a 10. You don't have no value. What you look like? What's your waist size? No, baby. It ain't that. It ain't that at all. It ain't that at all. It got to do with what's inside of you. And they know that. They know that. They use those goofy, they try to play on your top by making you think that your value has something to do with them measuring you and assigning a number score between 1 and 10 based on what you're shaped like and what your features and hair and what you look like and your breasts and your behind and hips. No. That's a damn lie. Real men that are real manifestors know what your real value is, and it don't got nothing to do with a rating on your physical aesthetic or appearance. As long as you are healthy, as long as you are taking care of yourself inside, meaning good health, your hair, your skin, you're going to be healthy. You eat healthy foods, you live a healthy lifestyle, you drink your water. If you radiate a certain type of energy, you mean everything to these men. You surpass a damn 1 to 10. You want 1,000, but they don't want you to know that, because if you know that, you're going to require more. You understand? A healed woman carries the source of God's very power on earth in her womb, right? They don't want you to know you have that. It's like negotiating for a car. You see a car, you want it, you know you want this car. Oh my God, this is my dream car. Oh my God, I'm gonna do so much with this car. But I cannot. If this salesman senses for 1 minute how much I want this car, they are not gonna negotiate because they're gonna know how bad I want it. So I have to convince the salesman. I have to convince this salesman that this car is a piece of trash and they won't get it off the lot. Nobody wants it. And I'll be doing you a favor if I take it off your hands. And that is the energy. That's the energy that men in secret have been telling other men that are red pillars to be in with women, to convince you that you be lucky somebody even acknowledges or even looks at you, and they're hoping that you won't know just how valuable your energy is by doing that. You understand? By convincing you, you're not a 10. You're not shaped like a Coca-Cola bottle. You lucky somebody even talking to you. You lucky I even spoke to you. You understand? Are you crazy? You 40 years old. You should be giving it away for free. Listen to me, y'all. This is done to you with that same ideology with the car lot. If you only knew how valuable you and your energy is, and the older you are, the wiser you are, the more lessons and cycles you've completed, and the more healed you are, because you've learned things with your age. And you're more valuable because your energy is more potent the older you get, because you have more wisdom and you learn more lessons and you completed more cycles. So your energy is even more valuable and you can manifest more with the type of energy that you have from all the work you did throughout the years of your lessons. You understand? And the shadow work. So your value actually goes up to access that sacral energy the older you get. Okay? Don't be confused by no numbnuck telling you if you over 40, you should just give it away for free. Let's go. So what happened in the recent past? What happened in the recent past? Somebody is shut down all the way emotionally right now. These people are drowning in their emotions because it's all coming to an end. The world is changing right now. Things are literally transitioning. Things in the world are literally changing right now. Tell me more about this Queen of Cups reverse. I think this is this older woman. This older woman might be someone that's part of a cult that might operate primarily in her masculine energy, but it might be because she might have been victimized by the patriarchal society. She's an older woman. So she didn't come up in a time where it was that easy for women, and more than likely she's been had to operate like a man, and she's had to disconnect. And if this older woman has gone through any kind of sexual trauma in her youth or childhood, and giving her age and the resources and the therapy and healing available during her time, it probably wasn't there. So this might be someone that lost their way and never found it because they might have had to be disconnected from their sexual energy, has had to be disconnected from their heart and mind out of survival. And a lot of people that end up stuck in these cults like this are victimized by the harsh conditions of the patriarchy. You're going to find a lot of women that are operating in this heavy masculine energy. Tell me about this Queen of Cups reverse who's emotionally completely shut down. Okay, they feel defeated because someone feels defeated about an offer they made. Who's this Knight of Cups? Okay, they want me to do something else here. They want me to talk about this Knight of Cups right here. Who's this Knight of Cups? Okay, somebody might be in the LGBT. Somebody might be a waiter or a waitress. Okay, they want me to go into the other one. Somebody could also be a drug enforcement agent. Oh, that's why y'all said that. Okay. A new love opportunity. They said, no, the other one, get the other deck. And I was like, no, they said, get the other deck. And I opened it up on new love opportunity. Okay. So that's what it is. Okay. So there's a new love opportunity. Somebody is closed emotionally because they don't want you, whoever you are, to have a new love opportunity. And it looks like someone might be coming towards you with an offer, a new love opportunity. This person might have a lot of power and strength, or they might have Leo in their chart. And this is just okay. All right, I'm back. Somebody has a lot of burdens. Oh God. Somebody has a very, very heavy burden. Um, that has pulled their energy and walked away from something that's coming toward you. I don't know what this burden is, but they're carrying a lot of burdens. Whoever this new love opportunity is coming toward you, but somebody wants to connect with you. Okay, so this is somebody new coming toward you. It could be a Leo, and they're coming toward you. Okay, the Four of Pentacles. This person might be having to penny pinch right now to avoid a tower. Somebody, a King of Pentacles. Who's this King of Pentacles? Uh, Somebody was okay with ending something completely, or a Scorpio. Someone was okay with something ending, okay, and illuminating something about the Emperor reverse. Okay, so somebody is okay with ending something um, that someone was doing to you. A King of Pentacles that might be waiting and expecting. They're in some waiting energy. They were waiting and expecting something to happen. These people kept taking some quick action over and over again to come toward you. It's like a whole bunch of demons trying to break into your energy. If you could imagine a whole bunch of demons, different shapes and sizes, all with pitchforks, and they're all standing outside your home, looking like it's Halloween. Okay, imagine you look out on Halloween and it's a whole bunch of real demons, and they all are like, okay, back up, back up, back up. Now, on a count of three, all of us are gonna run, jump in the air, and with all our force together, try to break down her door. And they do it, and they all fall on their ass and they break their ass. And then they're like, oh, my ass is broke. It hurts. Oh, my head. Oh, my God, I broke my arm. And they crawl into the street and they sit there and lick their wounds. And then they're like, okay, is everybody okay? Yeah. All right, y'all ready to try it again? Okay. And then they all get together again and they're like, okay, on the count of three. 1, 2, 3, charge. This is what they have been doing, trying to break into your energy. This is what they've literally been doing, trying to break into your energy over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. I know it's like a whole bunch of demons. They've taken over the vessel of humans, but that's exactly kind of like what's going on. They're backing up and they're like, oh, all right, on your mark. We all have to hit at the same time. And then they come running towards you and then they get knocked on their ass again. And then they heal a little and come back again. And they just keep doing it over. It's like a bunch of mentally retarded demons. On top of being a demon, you're mentally retarded. Something got balanced. Tell me about that. The spell work backfired. So they're the King of Pentacles. That's okay with illuminating something because they're not going to get a new start getting your energy. Okay. The Sun. Yeah, they're illuminating something to you. They didn't get their wish fulfillment, which was to cause you an illusion to glamour you so that they could get sexual access to you very quickly. Okay. That's not going to happen. No one can glamour you. Okay. What's the Knight of Pentacles? The Four of Wands reverse. Something got balanced that somebody might have tried to do in your neighborhood. A night energy. Somebody came around your house and did spell work on you last night. A night energy. That a night energy could be just someone that has a local job somewhere. It could be a janitor, school janitor. It could be somebody that works at your local Ace Hardware or Home Depot, or just a night type energy. Could just be someone just working and might live in your neighborhood. Someone tried to attack you for a fire sign. The Devil reverse. This might have been a Leo feminine friend. Okay, a King of Cups, the Queen of Swords. Okay, so it could have been a Pisces, a Leo, a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, the Three of Cups, and a night energy. Yeah, it's like a little group. It's like a little nasty group that keeps on trying to break into your energy. They just keep backing up and rushing you. Backing up and rushing you, trying to crack the code. They're trying to break into your energy and they can't get in. It's that simple. They're idiots. They're idiots. Look at the Four of Wands reverse. They keep trying to, this is representing your energy. They keep trying to break into your energy spiritually, but they're physically coming around your home and doing this spiritually. You understand? Through drive-by spell work, parking outside of your building and doing spell work in the car at 2 a.m. These people are, these demons. These demons are in rare form right now. These demons are in rare form right now. Well, gang stalking is demonic. Absolutely. All right, I'm going to pull some messages. They're in rare form. They're like, let's try it again. It's like they know nothing's going to get better for them in this life. So if trying it helps them feel better, then, have at it. They know nothing's going to happen from it or come of it. But at this point, they're like, this is all I got, and I don't got nothing else. I mean, they could get a job. Don't get me wrong. They could get a job. I saw a man take a shopping cart and turn it into a rolling grill and roll throughout his neighborhood, grilling hot dogs and hamburgers and selling them with some bread. Like, the brother made his own hot dog stand basically out of a shopping cart. When we talk about ingenuity, these these demons need to get together and start a business. Open a lemonade stand. I'll tell you how to do it. Get you some lemons and limes in a blender. Get you some fresh ginger and some other things you might want to add. And get you some water and a cooler. And open a lemonade stand and sell lemonade. All of y'all together. Invest in some plastic cups with tops. And then go to a park on a hot day. Invest in a tank of ice. And then y'all all take wagons and put the lemonade in them and go out in different directions and sell them $5 a cup on a cold day, on a hot day. Find something to do, because the spells ain't spelling. Get a job or create one. Find something else to do, because it's not working for you. You're just going to do it until you die. Get a job. Yes, they are hiring at places. It's not what you want, but at least you'll make something. Lord. Or go prostitute. Go sell some pussy. Do what you've been doing. Somebody might need to use their intuition and take a real spiritual bath. This might have to do with a new home or a relocation or something. Online scammers stealing money. Somebody might be a landscaper. They might cut grass. Okay, let me see what this is about. Tell me about this. You need to take a real spiritual bath ASAP. Did a landscaper do something in your community? Maybe bury something in the ground or something. We always get that energy. It was too much of a burden, and it didn't turn out the way they thought it was going to. The Seven of Pentacles reverse. Okay. A knight. They moved to calmer waters. Ciao. There might be a landscaper or a maintenance grounds Willie from the Simpsons energy, wherever you work or live. Tell me about this landscaper. They took an offer from an Emperor reverse, okay, that they worked with in the past, and of course had another ego death because it didn't work. And this was justice with that justice card. So whoever this landscaper energy is, the Lovers, the Hermit reverse. What's the Lovers? Someone might have Gemini in their chart, or they celebrated with a Gemini, or the Lovers. They celebrated with somebody. Okay, somebody got into some kind of partnership with someone they celebrated with to do something against you spiritually. It's some kind of landscaper, groundkeeper energy. And they've been stuck in a cycle doing something to you when they're working over and over again. But it didn't turn out with an older person that you might know you from the past. So somebody has infiltrated either your home or job space with a landscaper or someone that cuts grass or, does outside work or maintenance work in or out your building. This is that person connected to someone from your past. Okay. An Emperor in the reverse. It could be an older man or a woman that made them an offer to do spiritual things to you. Maybe leave them around your door or grass or around your car or something. But it's not working. Whatever they've been doing is not working, and they're stuck in a cycle. That's so funny. that whoever I'm talking to, that's so funny. You know, these people that could be are possessed with these demonic spirits are so desperate to break into your energy. Remember, I told you a lot of us go in hermit mode because these demons are so thirsty for our energy. They will infiltrate. They will literally infiltrate anything we have contact with. That's how intoxicating our energy is. Anything that we have contact with, they want to see if they can infiltrate it so that they could connect to us through it. And if there's nothing to connect to us through, well, who works in their building? Who cut their grass? Who is their landscaper on the grounds they live or work at? All right, make him an offer. See if he can get close to her and connect to him. See how close they can get. See if they could bury this on the ground where they step at. See if they can do that. You know, these people, these demons are obnoxious in how they try to invade your space and all of the people they contact to invade your space. It's ridiculous when no self-control at all. When I tell you the lengths they go, trust and believe. If they're contacting a landscaper energy connected to you in some kind of way, then I promise you they've already connected to all the food establishments in your community. I wouldn't let nobody make no food for me. I would not. And because this witchcraft and this cult coven energy has become so prevalent, I've noticed a lot of food establishments where before they've had their food even on display, where you could go in and get in line, like soul food places, and you could look at your food and be like, okay, I want, I'll take that country fried steak, and I'll take some of them black eyed peas and them greens, and let me get some of them, uh, whatever. You understand? But now it's a thing where with these establishments, they're building walls so you can't see the food and you can't see them preparing the food because everybody's in a lot of community, especially the businesses. In order for you to operate your business, you have to be a part of them. So if they tell you we want you to do spell work or keep someone working at your job that is some kind of practitioner. So if someone's coming in your establishment, we're going to do this is how demons take over and principalities take over entire areas. If a certain person comes into your establishment to order food, we want you to call this practitioner from the back and they're going to do some spell work over their food. I've seen it done to me. Okay. I've literally seen it done to me. And there was, it was a soul food restaurant. And I used to go in there. I like their black eyed peas, their collard greens, and a couple of other things I liked in there, succotash and some other stuff. But when I would go there, little cornbread, child was good. But when I would go there, I hadn't had a problem in the past, but these people became so desperate for my energy that literally, when I went there one day to get my food, I ordered it. Going down the line, I could see my food in front of me, and when I got to the cashier and the lady, she had my food right there in the bag, ready to hand it to me. I paid for it already, but she wouldn't hand it to me. And I was like, okay, you're gonna give it to me? She's like, okay, I will in a minute. And like I'm blind or something. This Hispanic woman came from the back of the store that she was waiting for, and she stepped out the way. And the Hispanic woman, she put her hands inside my bag on the styrofoam container, and she said some words. I couldn't hear them, but she closed her eyes real quick and said some words, touching my container for my food. And then she tied up the bag, smiled, and handed it to me. And I handed it right back to her ass and walked out. You understand? These people, because of who and what you are, for some of you are, become so desperate for your energy or to do spell work on you, they will infiltrate the businesses where you live. And now they have the business set up where they changed it and you can't even see the food. They had a wall built just so that you cannot see and pick out your food. Now you just have to tell them what you want, and they'll go back there and get it and bring it out to you. Y'all, in 2025, do not take food from nobody where you cannot see your food. Do not take no food from nobody. If you're targeted, you don't take no food where you cannot literally see the food right in front of your face, and who's touching it and what they're doing. Okay? So, these demons are so invested in infiltrating your space. This groundskeeper energy, right here, because some of y'all, they want to curse your food before they hand it to you, hoping they can cause you sickness. Okay. And they don't want you to see them putting their hands on it, because demons are slow and they don't know. It's like, you don't see me looking right at you. You really don't see me looking right at your ass cursing my food. What is this new or different apartment? Use your intuition. Something didn't turn out the way that someone was expecting. They were working together with someone. What's this death energy? Clarify the death energy. Someone might have Scorpio in their sun, moon, or rising, or somebody is cool with an Aquarius. Somebody was okay or cool with an Aquarius, and that was stressed out about something, and they were okay with something. They were okay with the death. Tell me about this death energy. Right now, something's happening in real time. Who's moving to a new or different home or apartment, Holy Spirit? Who's moving to a new home or apartment? Okay, an Aquarius. Queen of Swords that can't move to calmer waters. Okay, so there might be an Aquarius that's about to move to a different home or something. The Four of Wands. They're moving to another house. Okay, and tell me about that death energy. Clarify that death energy. Emperor in the reverse. The Ace of Pentacles. Somebody is offering somebody an Ace of Pentacles. Okay, or they offered someone an Ace of Pentacles. But somebody is closed emotionally about something right now. Right now, somebody is closed emotionally to somebody about something. What are they closed emotionally about? Why are they closed emotionally? So what I'm getting is somebody in your energy might be losing their home because they were not closed off to an offer that they took from someone. Someone here might be an older man or woman, and someone here might have Aquarius placement in their chart. So possibly in the recent past, there was an older person you were connecting with that wasn't closed off to helping an Aquarius to try to set you up to cause you a death. But they changed their mind and didn't do it. But because they were not closed off to this and even had the gumption to do it, that person might be getting evicted or about to lose their home right now. The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. And they can't move to calmer waters. Why would you even... do you not learn your lessons? Why would you even entertain or be open to the notion of trying to hurt somebody that has done nothing to you for money? Why? They wanted to take really quick action. This Emperor in the reverse. And they thought they were going to come up real fast. Never mind having universal love. Never mind having empathy and compassion. I don't know this person, but why would I want to hurt or harm them? They haven't done anything to me. That's okay. I'll figure my situation out. You understand? Somebody wasn't closed off. And now it was a missed opportunity. Now they have missed an opportunity. Okay. This might, and they have to release a burden. They were not closed off to helping an Aquarius or someone to try to cause you a death. And now they have bad karma. and they might be having to relocate or move to a new apartment or house or something. You have to use your intuition with whoever this person is. Okay, they're under judgment, spiritual judgment right now, the wheel and judgment. So there's an older man or woman here that you might know or be connected to. They were not closed off, because remember, these people are desperate. So anyone you connect to, they go behind your back and connect to them and make them an offer to sacrifice you. So somebody connected with an older man or older woman. I'm not getting romance. You might have just connected with an older person about something. I don't know. It could have been business or whatever. Whoever that older person is that you connected with, they were not closed off to an offer someone made them to set you up for a death. But then they changed their mind. Okay. But the fact that they were not closed off to it in the first place, now they're under spiritual judgment for that. They might even be losing their home or their stability because it was instant karma for even being open, for not shutting it down right away. So it's almost like a thing where the universe knows you're too old not to have immediately shut this down instantly right away. Why were you even open to it this long? You know, whoever this is, they're at an age where they should by now have been able to balance their heart chakra, to have enough empathy and compassion. What you want me to do? What? No. But clearly this person failed whatever spiritual test you brought in their life. And now they're in their thoughts about bad karma because they were not closed off to doing this. Ciao. What is online scammer? Stealing money? What is this online? The Lovers reverse? Somebody might have had a partnership with someone, and they was an online. They committed some kind of crime, scamming someone online for money. So they already had bad karma because they were scamming somebody, or they scammed somebody online for money. That's the same energy. So that, okay, all right. Whoever you are, you bring people their karma. Got it. Okay. Whoever this person is you encountered, they were already scamming and stealing money from someone online. They were scamming somebody, and they needed karma for it. So that's why you ran into this person, because you had to bring this person their karma. Okay. They were already under judgment for scamming and stealing money online from some kind of scam they had going. And by this person getting an offer to cause you a death, the divine wanted to see just how dark they could go. The divine literally wanted to see if they were going to turn and balance their dark and light energy. They wanted to see just how dark they would go. And they did. They didn't disappoint. They went darker. They said, okay, I will entertain the notion of setting you up to be killed. They already had karma from this online scam they did, or some energy where they scammed somebody. But now, in addition to that, they accepted an offer to set you up to be unalive. And that's when the divine was like, okay, there you go, judge energy. You brought them their karma. All right. So whoever this person is, now they got their karma. All right. And they want you to use discernment with this person. Move on to calmer waters. Stay away from them. They're having a tower. Bad karma. Yep. The tower. Yep. The conflict is over. They can't create, they're moving to calmer waters. And now they're about to have a huge tower in their life. Karma. Y'all better be careful out here what y'all doing to people. They might be real upset right now. They might even be talking a lot of shit. They can't regulate their emotions. The 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, because they didn't get the money and they're having a tower. Okay. Look, do y'all realize right now, anything you do, you're getting instant karma for. Before, karma takes a while to come back around to you. But do you understand? Right now, I don't know what's going on, what kind of transit we're in astrologically. Maybe one day I'll have the time to sit and study it in peace. But it's something where people are getting instant karma for everything they do. Like it's an instant backfire. Instantly. Whenever you do something right now, it's just an instant backfire, just like that. But them demons, they just gonna stay demoning. They gonna demon to their death. Demons and diseases. Like Baskins and Robbins. Only this is demons and diseases. The demons, they say demon, they gonna demon to their death. Demon to their death. Demon to their death. Them demons, they gonna demon to their death. Demons and diseases, they gonna demon to their death. Demons. I haven't sang it in a while, y'all. Sorry. I haven't sang it in a while. Then demons, they just gonna say demon, they gonna demon to their death. Demon to their death. Them demons and diseases, they gonna demon to their death. Them demons just say demon, they gonna demon to their death. Demon to their death. Hey. Demon to their death. The demons, they just gonna say demon, they gonna demon to their death. Hey. Demons and diseases, they gonna demon to their death. That's probably their song, their theme. That's probably their chant. Child, that's probably their chant. When they coming out at night. When they coming out at night. When we were kids, we used to march into church as the children's choir from the back of the church. We would come in and they would have us march and singing the little gospel songs as we walk to the front of the church. And then we line up and start singing. Let us go. That, you know, them demons, they come out the house like that. With camel toes and moose knuckles and red wigs and eyelashes. And that be their chant. They be like, yeah, they be walking out in formation. They walk out in formation. And booties bouncing around in the circle. Yeah, lifting one leg up. Moving that Ronald McDonald wig around. Eyelashes going up and one going down. Them demons. I wish I could make a cartoon animation of this. What I'm picturing in my mind. I wish I could just make a cartoon animation of it. What are the messages? I imagine, what's her name? Foxy Red or Red something? Sexy Red? I'm old, y'all. Shut up. Sexy Red. Yeah. I imagine like some energy singing that chant looking like Sexy Red or in formation walking out of the house together. That's what I'm imagining. Y'all laughing at me because I said Foxy Red. Hell, child, y'all know how old I am. Child, bye. And I sound like an old lady too, don't I? You know that girl, Ananse, Benanse. Talking about Beyonce. You know the other one with the red wig, Foxy, the Foxy Red. You know, Foxy Red. I sound like an old lady, don't I? Daughter be like, Mommy, it's Sexy Red. Oh my God, Mommy. All right, what are the messages? Y'all said bye, child. I know. Y'all don't know half of them names in it. Child, half of these young singers and rappers that's out right now, child, I don't even know who they are. I see them in the news and I be hearing stuff about them. And it's like, I don't even know who they are. And now I can imagine, like, when I was younger, you know, the people that were big to me, like in the music industry, you know, that I thought was somebody because of their name or whatever. I can imagine the older people like, who is a what? A Biggie who? A what? Tupac. Who's that? I don't know that motherfucker. Who? What? Why is he important? Who is he? You understand? Like, who are these people crying about they got shot? What's the problem? It's like, I can understand the energy now because all these names of all these singers and rappers, I'm like, they ain't nobody. Why they in my news? I want to hear some real news. I don't care. I sound like an old lady. I don't know these people. I don't know these people's names. I don't know who they are. I don't recognize none of them. Of course, because we don't listen to that music. I know, the lowest vibration. So obviously, if you don't listen to that type of music, you're not gonna know who them people are. And child, I grew up in the golden age of hip hop when it was high vibrational, when it was extremely high vibrational. Hip hop was high vibrational. It was socially conscious. It was talking about positivity, alignment, healing the community, self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. I grew up in the golden age of hip hop, and it was positive. It was positive. Even when it was talking about negativity, it was still positive about keeping your head up. You understand? I don't know what the hell going on right now, but I don't care at this point. I'm just tired. Where's my bottle? Go sit down. Right, exactly. Where's my bottle? I just want to go sit down, lay down, suck my thumb. No, for real. All right, what's this about the paternity? Somebody is in a lesson right now with somebody. So somebody might be stuck in some kind of cycle with somebody where they're supposed to be learning a lesson. The paternity is in question. This might be a family member of somebody's that might be in a lesson with someone. This is about money and energy, but divine intervention. So there's somebody in someone's family that's spiritually protected, but this person, they're supposed to learn a lesson and they haven't yet. All right. What is this energy I'm pulling right now? What is this paternity is in question? Oh, okay. All right. The Knight of Wands can be some kind of destructive energy. Okay. All right. Since you cut me off, make sure I'm on. All right. Since you cut me off, I'm going to tell all your secrets. So somebody might be a Libra that might have Capricorn in their chart. Now I'm going to dig all the way in. People should know better with me. Anything, I'm going to do the opposite of anything you try to stop, anything you try to slow down. That lets me know that where to apply the pressure. You understand? People are stupid. Any place that you cause a disturbance, that's where I'm going to be drawn to apply pressure and shed a light on. Anything that you try to slow down. So the best thing to do is just let me go ahead and do the reading and let me go ahead and talk. Because if there's anything that you try to stall or block, that's going to be, for me, instructions to go directly back to that and shed a light on it and go into it and dissect it even more. The fact that you tried to slow something down. So let's talk about this Capricorn Libra energy that's overly emotional because they thought they were going to balance their situation with a baby. But somebody found out a baby was not theirs or a pregnancy was not theirs. So now they're overly emotional about their financial stability and they want to win at all costs and find a way to balance something. So what is this Capricorn Libra about to do to balance their situation now that the baby does not belong to whoever they thought was going to take care of them? What are they going to do? They're going to lie and emotionally manipulate somebody and try to gaslight them. Yes, let's go all the way in detail now. The last thing you want to do is tell QUAN Yin she can't do or say something because I'm going to go get a bullhorn and scream it if you tell me I can't say it. Okay, the Page of Cups reverse. So somebody moved possibly away from someone or moved forward. A Knight of Cups energy, okay? And they're going to try to emotionally and manipulate and gaslight them. What are they going to try to gaslight this person about? Let's get some energy on whoever this goofy is. And someone might have Libra and Capricorn in their chart that lied about a pregnancy or lied about the paternity. Someone's an overly logical thinker. What's this that's popping out? They like and only see you as a friend. Give me the energy of this person. That's the Page of Cups reverse. That's going to try to emotionally manipulate and gaslight somebody. What's the Page of Cups reverse? Someone is an opportunist and they're embarrassed. So this person is an opportunist and they're embarrassed. They're overly emotional in love. They're in love, overly emotional, vulnerable and naive, or the person they're trying to catfish is. Tell me about this Page of Cups reverse. Clarify the Page of Cups reverse. Give me the Page of Cups reverse. So this is someone very confident and secure. They miss you so much. They have unhealed trauma from childhood physical abuse. Okay. They're very malicious and cold. We're all dark and light. You will always find dark and light, even in serial killers. Yes. Everybody has positive and negative attributes, even serial killers. We all have dark and light. True. They don't love you. You give good narc supply. Okay. And this person resents the person they're going to gaslight. So this Libra Capricorn, they really resent this person, but they need their energy because they're a narcissist and an energy vampire. So this Libra Capricorn energy, they really, really, really need this person's energy for narc supply. They're an energy vampire, and they really resent this person's light. Okay, and they're also malicious and cold, and they were beat up physically and abused physically as a child, and they have unhealed trauma, and they're unhealed, and they miss this person so much as well. Someone is very confident and secure. Okay, so this is somebody that they want to get with. That they tried to trap with the baby, maybe, is what I'm getting. They might have tried to trap this person with a pregnancy or a baby, but they found out it was not theirs. So that's what they did in the past. Clarify the devil. They might have also tried to get them addicted to their sex. I'm feeling like sex magic. Did they try to do a death spell on this person? The King of Wands reverse. Oh, somebody might have ended something completely, an energy they were in, and walked away. Someone might have Leo in their sun, moon, or rising that could have walked away from being in some devil energy, in wanting to use their sexual energy in a low vibrational way by abusing emotions or abusing someone's confidence or trying to manipulate people using sex and sexual energy on a low frequency is what I'm getting. So there might have been a masculine that might have Leo heavy in his chart, sun, moon, or rising, while they were in a relationship or dealing with this Libra Capricorn energy. They were in some very low vibrational energy as a distorted masculine, and they were trying to emotionally manipulate possibly women and exploit them sexually, try to affect and control people's confidence, and use sex to manipulate and control women on a low vibration and a low frequency. And that had this distorted masculine in some kind of a lesson or a bind. Okay. And this Libra lied about a pregnancy or a child being theirs. And this person moved forward away from them. And now they want to reattach themselves to this person because they're an energy vampire and they want to feed off of this Leo's energy and their light. But they pulled their energy away from them. Okay, what else? And right now, somebody is having a heart they can't recover. Of course, you laying down with demons. A demon is going to sabotage your health. A demon's going to sabotage your finances. You see, this is why certain energies are golden. Certain men and women, our energy is golden, and you can't lay down with us. You can't be with us. You have to be a certain caliber to be with us. And the reason is because we come with gifts and prizes. We come with things like financial protection. You understand? When you're married to somebody that's divine, that has a connection to God, a very strong connection to God and spirit, do you understand the favor over your life is going to be experienced by whoever you're married to? Do you understand the favor over your life is going to be extended to the business you work for, the job that you have? Do you know all the favor and benefits that are connected to your life? It's like when you get married to somebody that's wealthy and somebody belongs to a poor family, but you're marrying a billionaire. And as a result of marrying this billionaire, that person that's poor's family, everybody's gonna come up. Your little brother's gonna get to go to college and go to school now because it's nothing for your billionaire wife or husband to send them to school or send them overseas to travel. And now your mother don't have to live where they were living, or if your parents were struggling with something, it's nothing now to help them up or finish some repairs in their home. Everybody in your family is going to suddenly come up overnight and do better because of this marriage to this billionaire because they have all this money. That's what it's like being married to a high vibrational person with a connection to God. You come with a certain spiritual protection that protects you financially, that protects you health wise, energetically, spiritually. Do you understand all the benefits that come with marrying a healed man or woman that operates in a high vibration? You have favor and protection over your life. So anyone that's married to you, they benefit from your spiritual insurance policy. You understand? This man was laying down with a Libra. This Leo was with a Libra that's demonic, a whole walking demon out here. And this walking demon, energy vampire, has this man in a state where he can't recover right now. This could be his health. This could be his finances, because you're not spiritually protected because you're not in alignment with the right type of person that's for you, on the right frequency, in the right vibration to attract the spiritual protection and to attract the blessings and the things that you need in your life to persevere. They were with the karmic energy and they can't recover right now. And there's still a lesson that they haven't gotten yet. They still haven't gotten a lesson. Some spell work backfired. They could be trying to do spell work to help their situation, but it keeps backfiring because they can't cause conflict for somebody. And that's the truth. Someone keeps doing spell work. Tell me about this lesson somebody needs to learn real quick to help somebody out. And then we'll bring it to a close because I know we've been here for a minute. What is this lesson someone needs to learn? Clarify, they are a lesson you're still in. What is this lesson that someone needs to learn right now about control? This might be about marriage. The Hierophant reverse, a contract by somebody signed a contract or was a part of a contract whereby they would have to find a way to get energy by controlling women. Something about controlling the why. Okay. They just gave it to me. So this Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising was in some energy where they believed that you capture a woman. In other words, you have what I need, your energy or your money. And because you have what I need you to be with me. But I don't want to do the work. I don't want to have to date and court you and connect with your mind. Because if I connect with your mind, you're going to mirror back and reflect to me my flaws. And I'm going to have to accept accountability for some things in how I show up in the world, and vice versa. Relationships are for us to mirror to each other aspects of our demons and characters in which we need to heal something, balance something out. That's what they're for. So if I objectify you and don't see you as a human, but see you as an object, and I'm able to deal with you without connecting to your mind, then you're not going to mirror anything I need to see about myself to me. So I have to find a way to control you so that I can have access to your money and energy without you mirroring anything to me that will force me to get into some self reflection and healing energy. So this person was a part of some kind of group here, maybe a cult, or was a part of a contract where they were finding ways to control women through sex only, and not the mental connection and the heart connection. The only connection was supposed to be sexual, and that's it. It was only supposed to be a sexual connection for women that don't have control over their sexual energy and don't have control over their mind. Again, if you don't have control over your sexual energy, that means there's an aspect of your mind you don't have control over, because the energy goes where the energy flows where the mind goes. So whatever you focus your mind on, that's where the energy is going to go to. So in order to control your sexual energy, you have to have a focus mind, and you make the plays. Today, this is what I'm focusing on. This evening, this is what I'm focusing on. Nope, you're not going to deter me. Nope, this is how I have my mindset. These are my rules. This is the integrity that I have. This is what I set for myself, and I'm not going against that. I can control my urges, because what you want and are proposing goes against what the rules I have for myself to maintain the integrity of my energy and my purity. So, there you go. This person, the lesson they need to learn is that you don't. So what this Leo did was they started trying to control women by doing spell work to possibly, that's with that Libra energy they were connected to, doing spell work to try to force women into submission by forcing them into poverty, doing spell work to bind them, sex magic to try to control them, trying to do spell work to isolate certain women. They were using spell work to find a way to control a woman that's too independent so that they could access their money and energy. They needed them codependent. So that codependency would be financial and emotionally. That means I have to find a way to mentally manipulate you to make you feel like you are nothing, and to make you feel like you are codependent to me for validation. I'll tell you what your value is. And the only way I'll do that is if you do what I want you to do, which is give me your money or your energy. You understand? Then I'll give you the validation. And then the financial part is spell work to make you lose your job, or to isolate you and to block you through technology being connected to this cult so that I can get sexual access to you because you're going to need help. You understand? Set you up. The lesson is you do not capture a woman with a net. You do not capture a woman with a bat by hitting her over the head and dragging her by her ankle to your cave. You don't capture a woman by sabotaging her stability or her health or her finances to force her into a controlled situation so you can have access to her energy and money. You connect with the woman because she's a human being just like you. And it was the feminine energy solo dolo before the male was ever created, because the woman has both sex organs. You understand? You came from the feminine energy. No, women were not created from Adam's rib. It was the other way around. A woman was able to procreate by herself initially. The woman is God. Do you understand? At one time, it was only the woman gene, period. And we created the man gene. You understand? The man came from us, from our genes. I don't care what they taught you in school. That story about Adam and the woman coming from his rib. No, you came from our DNA. You were our creation. You understand? You were coming from us. At one time, women were able to literally reproduce asexually by themselves and create babies. So, whoever this person is, their lesson is to see women as a human being with a soul that's equal to them, equal, equal to you. We function differently, but we do different things and provide different things, but it's still equal. And if you want to connect with a woman, if you want a woman and you want to manifest with her instead of using her for her money and energy, you have to do the work. You have to connect mentally, and you have to give her an opportunity to mirror and reflect back to you what you have to work on in yourself so that you can do your shadow work and you can spiritually grow, heal, and evolve. And that's this Leo's lesson. Okay. That's their lesson. This contract is over that they were connected to and a part of that had them in this energy of controlling women by controlling their confidence and controlling them sexually and using magic to energy harvest from them. Their lesson was you don't control a woman, you don't take what's not offered to you, and it is ignorance to believe that we can get good karma from causing misfortune to others. That's ignorance and sloth. Okay. To get good karma, we have to follow the golden rule. Love has to be emanated from our heart chakra by balancing it with universal love for ourselves and others. Empathy and compassion. Our creativity will be ignited when we have empathy and compassion and follow the golden rule, treat people the way we want to be treated by balancing our dark and light energy with every single thought that is aligned with each school of thought that goes with each one of our chakras along the base of our spine. That will get us into the alignment of attraction and allow us to connect mentally with the type of woman on the frequency and vibration of the energy that we need to manifest with. When we earn and get them the proper way, getting into alignment, and then we use her energy to provide for her instead of discarding her so that we can live a selfish life of self-indulgence on our own. That's selfish and that's low vibrational. I'm Kuan Yin, y'all. This is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. I love you. Remember to love. And most of all, don't forget, love is kind. Love is patient. Love is caring. Love does not envy. Love does not boast. It's not proud. It doesn't dishonor others. It's not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongdoings. Love doesn't delight in evil, but it rejoices in the truth. Come on, spirit. Love protects. It always protects you. It always trusts. It always hopes. It always perseveres, and love never fails. I'm Kuan Yin. I'll be back later.